Well, we have a guest joining us now here in New York. David Schwartz is a criminal defense attorney, former prosecutor, one of my favorite people overall. And David, you know, you always give it to me straight.
Yep.
In this case, is the defense asking the jurors to overthink, to sort of get very technical and say, okay, yeah, the guy was in the room, his semen is on her, he lied about it, but maybe, just maybe, she was already dead from a heart attack, coincidentally, just minutes or hours before he comes in and he masturbates over her corpse, even maybe has sex with the corpse, but he didn't kill her?
Yeah, that's exactly what the defense is trying to do in this case, Lisa. They want jurors who are going to overthink this case. They want jurors who are skeptical of circumstantial evidence cases. You know, I'm not that surprised that the jury has been deliberating for 9 hours. You know, we get these short verdicts when we have these eyewitness cases where there's 3, 4 eyewitnesses that could all point to the defendant as the party that committed the crime. In a circumstantial evidence case and a scientific evidence case, which this is, I'm not surprised that the jurors are taking the time to go through all the evidence. I don't know if this is such a good thing for the defense. Well, obviously, it's got to be good for the defense if they didn't come back right away. But I think the jury is taking the time to evaluate this case. It's a strong circumstantial evidence case. And if you compare it to a couple of the other cases that Court TV has covered, the McGuire case and the Scott Peterson case, I think this case is even a stronger circumstantial evidence case from the prosecution standpoint. You're really asking the jurors to take a leap of faith by trying to say that she died of a heart attack when you presented really no evidence to show that she died of a heart attack.
Yeah, I mean, Vinny, look, I'm not one of these people who says, what's taking so long, hurry up. I don't believe in that. They can take all the...
Is it a different bag? And, you know, what was in the bags is still unclear from anybody's perspective, prosecution or otherwise. Hey, can I take a sidebar note here just a minute to talk about something?
Sure,
totally
go ahead, Michael.
David Schwartz, I just want to say hi to David. His sister lives a couple of houses away from me.
My sister?
Yeah, I was just talking to her the other day.
That's quite a coincidence.
Yeah.
There you go.
Has nothing to do with anything.
Tell my sister I say hello.
Yeah.
Michael, this might be a first. You've actually got Vinny speechless.
I'm speechless.
He's going like this.
I just wanted to give him time to talk to each other about David's sister. Okay.
That's all I got. That was it.
That's all you have. So, at the courthouse.
Schwartz, let me bring you in because this is an extraordinary witness, I think, for the prosecution. I can't imagine what the defense is going to do on cross-examination of the defendant's friend of over 30 years.
Well, there's one thing I don't understand about Osborne. You know, yes, he runs out of the house, and that makes a lot of sense. His dog is full of blood, but then he meets the defendant at a Starbucks.
Because he's got the daughter. Because Dan Osborne has the daughter.
But if you're concerned that he stabbed the wife, if you're concerned something happened, why are you not running to the grandmother's house directly? Why are you listening? Why are you running to Starbucks?
Maybe you're in shock.
And not only at Starbucks, do you think he would have asked what happened? Why is my dog full of blood? No, he's running errands, getting a lemon bar and an iced tea. It just, I mean, it makes no...
That is odd.
That part of it makes no sense for me.
You know, when you put it that way and you put the details of what that is odd, but he's got the daughter, and Darren Mack supposedly wants to talk to his daughter, and he lets the little girl go off with Darren Mack, who, you know, it seems pretty clear, just killed someone. I mean, would you parking lot even just ostensibly to talk to her? I mean, this guy's filled with rage. He's got no impulse control.
Never in a million years, Lisa. That's why it makes no logical sense to me. The Starbucks run makes no sense. He should have gone. Well, I'm not going to say what he should have done. I mean, when you're put in that position, you do crazy things.
You should call 911.
However,
That's what you should do.
You would think he would have called 911. He's concerned that his dog is soaked in blood. He would go straight to Erica's the grandmother's house without making this Starbucks run. It makes no sense.
But it doesn't help the defense, does it?
Well, it helps the defense in possibly attacking the credibility of this witness, and clearly credibility is going to be a big part when developing the self-defense, because I believe that's where the defense is going to go with the stabbing of the wife, that it was self-defense.
And as we look at the self-defense, how do you establish self-defense in a case like this where the other side is dead? There are only 2 people in the room at the time. How are you going to prove self-defense in this case, or attempt to prove it?
It seems to me, Vinny, the only way to prove it would be to put the defendant on the stand and let him tell the jury what happened. This may be the type of case where the defendant may be taking the stand to explain what happened.
Absolutely. Well, that could be the amazing part of this trial.
Well, there is a history. There is a history where dagger that he brought with him into the garage, he just happened to know that she was going to be attacking him?
Well, that's where the credibility of Osborne comes in, because if you don't believe the paper bag story, then you would have to, from a defense standpoint, you want the jury to believe that she had the knife to start,
Yeah.
and during the struggle, he was able to flip it on her, and she got stabbed while defending his life.
All right.
That would be the defense.
Why do so many divorces end in murder? When we come back on this jury, I don't know, some kind of stealth jury. David Schwartz, do you agree with me, at a minimum, this guy was up to no good in her room?
I do agree. I think it's a strong circumstantial case. I think if you compare it with some of the other circumstantial cases you've covered on Court TV and what I've seen in my career, this is one of the strongest that I've seen. I think it's pretty clear.
Why do you think it's strong?
Oh, I think the semen on the body is strong. The locked door is strong. The fact that he lied to the police.
He left the door locked when he left the room.
Yeah, when he left the room, the locked door, the fact that he lied to the police. Those are the strongest elements, and the surveillance video showing him in the dorm where he had no reason to be. I think it's a very strong case.
Yeah, tailgating, sneaking into the dorm.
Yeah, the timeline also, an hour and a half inside that dormitory. What's he doing? What's he doing? Answered David Schwartz, and then something happens in the interim, and maybe the jury sends out another note, or something gets resolved without bringing the jury into the room. This is baffling.
Anything could be happening right now. Sometimes the notes are baffling. Sometimes the notes are confusing. And you don't really know what they want. But why they would move it from one courtroom to the other?
Well, the other one doesn't have cameras, right?